What's up, world? It's the one and only Master Mycellf. Salute to everybody tapping in. This is the one and only Master Mycellf once again. And this is the Master's Table, all right? It's a pleasure and honor to be with you. We're tapping with you from Phoenix, Arizona, right? We tapping in from IMC Base Five. You know, I'm an IMC Base Five guardian and soon to be base leader and so on and so forth, right? But it's a pleasure and honor to come to you again. You get what I'm saying? It's another day, another moment in time. Let me go ahead and go live on IG as well. As I like to say, you know what I'm saying? It's another beautiful day, another powerful opportunity and a moment in time. Today, we're going to be talking about why it's important that you have a daily process. Why do you need a daily process? Why do you need a daily routine and so on and so forth? What is the value of that? What's the purpose? What's the reason behind it? Well, let's dive deep. Let's go into it. We've talked about this many times on the Master's Table, right? This is a worldwide mastermind. We've been in creation for over 2 years, right? 2.5 years now. And man, it's just been an immense amount of evolution that's taken place for not only me, but all the men that were and are a part of the Master's Table, right? So it's a pleasure and honor to tap in with you all once again. And we're going to get started shortly, all right? Let me go over the disclaimers and then let me go live on IG and we'll go ahead and get started, all right? Salute to everybody once again. Here tapping in. A little bit of sage running up in here, all right? Got to get the energy right. You understand me? It'll stay right. All right, IG, here we go. Let's tap in. Let's do the Master Mycellf account. Now I'm live on my old IG account, okay? This is important because it's been some time since I've been live on IG, going consistently, at least on my personal, my old IG account. I say the old IG account is because this is the account that I created back in the year 2020. Well, this is an account that's been in existence since the beginning of Instagram for me, which was probably like 2012, you know what I'm saying, and beyond, so on and so forth, right? But anyways, I don't even know if Instagram was out in 2012, maybe like 2014, whatever the case may be. I had recreated my Instagram and essentially recreated myself. I decided to name myself Master Mycellf, and that happened in the year 2020. All right, so here we are in 2023, tapping in and leveling up again. All right, the Master's Table. All right, nice and simple. Simple title today. Tapping in, leveling up. Doing it again. That's what we're here to do. All right, salute everybody, man. It's the one and only Master Mycellf officially launching right here, right now for the Master's Table, all right? This is my personal TV channel that's on IMC TV, right? So it's a pleasure and honor to be here with you again. I'm here tapping in and, you know what I'm saying, essentially my intention is, yes, sir, Brother Seth in the house, salute, tapped in. You know, my intention is today to talk about the importance of a daily process. You know, for the last 3 years of my life, I've been every single day dedicated to some kind of process, right? And the significance of the process is I think overlooked. You get what I'm saying? When it comes to when somebody achieves success in this world, when somebody's doing something with their life, you got to know and understand every single product that you see, everything that is successful in your eyes, whatever you use to define success, it happens as a result of a process, right? And the process is what creates the product. Now, this is a lesson that I learned back in the year 2020. Right now it's 2020 when it comes to time. You understand me? That's synchronization right there. You know, it happened in the year 2020 when I first heard those words and it came from my mentor, ACD. When that happened, I had a realization on a very deep level that I was not even aware of at the time, right? I had a realization, I had a revelation come to me, right? So I then began to perceive life differently. I started to see the process that was within everything. Like there's a process of how you get on Instagram. There's a process of how you, you know, prepare to watch a YouTube channel of some sort. There's a process of how you prepare yourself to essentially connect, you get what I'm saying, to the matrix of the world, if you will, or connect somewhere else. You feel me? There's a process of how you do what you do every single day, right? If you're a successful entrepreneur, if you're a successful model, if you are a worldwide director, you know what I'm saying? If you are a, you know, just a hardworking man that's, you know, working from 9 to 5 and so on and so forth and trying to figure it out, make it make sense. Well, you got to know and understand that before you do anything, there's an importance that is your daily process. Now, once again, this is something I heard back in 2020, and I was like, dang, that's powerful. You know what I'm saying? And I knew it kind of broke a chain within me, right? There was some kind of revelation that was happening for myself at the time. And as I look back on it now, I can see that clearly I live with a daily process and daily routine that allows me to see life differently. I move differently throughout this thing called the Matrix, right? Now, if you've never seen the movie The Matrix, you are like, if we are on Earth, you know what I'm saying? You are like outside the galaxy, you feel me? And then you're like sitting and chilling on somebody else's moon in a different galaxy. Like you are just not, you are not here. You get what I'm saying? But for those people who are here, those who are aware of what's taking place right here, right now, you have an opportunity to, begin to take on a different perspective in life and know and understand that everything is, everything is a reflection, of how you relate or how you're correlating to life at this point in time, right? Now, what does that mean? Well, everything is following your lead. You are leading your life with the what you have on the inside, the image that you have inside of your mind. That's how you're leading your life, right? Whatever that image is. So you are constantly moving towards an image, right? So there's a daily process, a daily routine that leads you to the next moment, right? I'll say you are not here, you know what I'm saying? But look, if you are not yet aware of the fact that like every success that you see, anything that points to that you can point to success, you have to know that that person has a process, and the process is the product. Like I really want those words to stick out to you at this point in time. Like this live stream, let it resonate with you so that you can know and understand that there is a deeper experience that's available for you. You know what I'm saying? For anybody across the world, whoever it is that you are, whatever it is that you're doing on a daily basis. Look, there's a process. Like I just got done with martial arts class. You get what I'm saying? Like training. And there's a process of how I prepare to go to that training. There's a process for how I prepare to move from one moment to the next moment. You get what I'm saying? Like how I prepared for this TV show. Well, I began to get my thoughts together. I began to centralize and stabilize myself and put certain music on and so on and so forth, right? I tuned the environment how I wanted to, right? I turned the lights on, you know what I'm saying? I got the incense going, you know what I'm saying? I took a little bite, you know what I'm saying, to eat. You know what I'm saying? I made sure I made my connections that I needed to before I got on the phone and so on and so forth. Like these are different things that I was taking care of in the process of me leading to this moment, right? But when you understand that there's a process to everything, like really, really, really let that sink in. There's a process to everything that you do. That's where you take back your power. There's power in your process. That's the importance of the process. The process is the bridge. It's the gateway of how you go from where you are to where you want to be at in life. What do you want to do on a consistent basis? I decided that I was going to be an entrepreneur. You get what I'm saying? And so from within the matrix, from within the trap that everybody's trapped in, I made a decision. I said, yo, I'm going to move forward. I'm going to make the decision to start my business, not only start my business, but make it run, make it functional, have transactions happen. You get what I'm saying? And I'm in that. You get what I'm saying? So now I've shifted paradigms, right? What is a paradigm? It's a set of thoughts and beliefs, right? I've shifted from the way that I was thinking at one point in time, and I'm now living in a new reality because I decided to use my process on a daily basis to change and shift and evolve and build the bridge from where I was to where I am now. And now I'm building a bridge to, going to the next level. You get what I'm saying? The next level has so many different definitions for me. But essentially, if I could sum it up, it is the evolved version of myself. You get what I'm saying? It's the version of me that I am aiming to move towards every single day. So I have a certain vision. I have a certain image, once again, that's in my mind. I want you to think like as if you were me right now. Just take on the conscience that you have, some beautiful black skin. You know what I'm saying? You got a beautiful ass smile. You got a nice beard. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You living out here in the base, here tapped in, living this IMC Nation warrior monk lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? No, if I'm not making sense to you, then you just have no idea what the hell is going on. You understand me? And that's okay because you'll catch up eventually. But I'm a living urban monk. Like I literally every single day craft my he said shout out to Jim Rome. That's funny. I literally live every single day as if I was a monk, because I am. You get what I'm saying? On many different levels. Like I live that way, right? So you got to know and understand my everyday experience since the year 2020. I made a decision that I was going to be of impact and change this world. You get what I'm saying? I knew that I had to change myself first and foremost. So hence why I took on the name Master Mycellf very early on in my career, because I knew and understood I have to change myself before I can change anybody else. I have to every single day say that I've changed myself. So I can tell you that I've changed today. Why? Why did I change? How did I change? Well, I followed my process all day long. I follow my process. I am very dedicated to this process every single day. And that process allows me to create new products in my life, right? The new products that happen in my life are the result of the production that I got going on inside, right? You can't have a product without some kind of production. There's a process. What is production? Production is the process of producing some content or some value or something, right? When you have this thing that you are conscious of, right, that you are creating on a consistent basis, which is your process. Your process leads to a product. The product is the results that you have in your life, if you will, right? We can go back to the Bob Proctor drawings. You know what I'm saying? From if you ever seen the series You Were Born Rich, that's one of my favorite series to watch. You get what I'm saying? And the reason that is because I essentially every single time I see it, I learn something new. And it's just like a never-ending fountain. You know what I'm saying? But essentially, it's important to know and understand your mind, right? The idea of the mind, because once again, it's an idea, but it helps us to conceptualize how things are changing and transforming to this world. Your mind has a consciousness, and then your mind has a subconscious. You get what I'm saying? Your mind has a consciousness overall, so you can consider that as you. You get what I'm saying? You are a representation of consciousness. You are an actualization of consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you don't know that. Maybe it's just important that I emphasize that first and foremost. You are consciousness, right? So you have a conscious mind, and then you have a subconscious mind. What's happening in the subconscious mind is the things that are happening on an automatic basis, the things that you program yourself to do at this point in time. You have an ability to use your conscious mind, right, and change and create with your subconscious by reprogramming what's happening on the subconscious level. You get what I'm saying? So know and understand that you have, once again, you have a conscious mind. If I was to draw a diagram, man, I could take y'all to the blackboard, but I ain't gonna do that yet. Y'all ain't ready for all that. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine like there was a circle, right? You split that circle in half. Let's say that circle represents your mind. The top half is a conscious mind. The bottom half is a subconscious mind. When you get ideas and so on and so forth, they go into your conscious mind. But in order for it to get into your subconscious mind, what's got to happen? You've got to learn how to utilize the emotion that's attached to the thoughts in which you have inside your mind. You utilize these two and you begin to repeat that on a regular basis. And essentially that creates a reprogramming that's happening in your own subconscious mind. Now, why is this important? Because that's what you attract to you. You get what I'm saying? Now, that's a high level of understanding, but if I could sum it up right now, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? You utilize your conscious mind to create effects in your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind allows you to attract the results and the benefits and the product. You get what I'm saying? The results that you see in your life. Those are the products, right? That's what is in production. So the peace of mind, right, that you seek, it goes into production into your subconscious mind. And that's how you see that peace of mind coming out into your reality, if you will, right? So I say all that to say that, like, if you want to understand the significance of why you need a daily process, well, every single day you are creating. We are creating beings. Like, no one understands this, bro. If I had any message I wanted to pass on to the world, it is that you have to know that you are a creator. You are not the victim of life. You're not here to be anything less than the creator version of yourself, the highest version of yourself. You're meant to create. You're meant to outdo yourself. You're meant to outcreate anything that you experienced in your past. You're meant to become who it is that you are meant to become, because nobody has the role or the opportunity to connect to life like you do. So you are in a place, in a position right here, right now, that you can begin to take responsibility again for life And you can decide that, yo, first and foremost, before I identify as anything else, I got to identify myself as a creator. The Bible says that we were created in the image of God. What's the first thing that God tells us about us? Well, if we are created in the image of God, we have to know and understand that God was a creator and he created. Whatever your idea of God is, a universe, spirit, creation, whatever it is, whatever, however you categorize it, I call it God. God put the same creative function that is within you because we were made in the image of God. So there's an image, and if you can take on an image, right, of you being a creator in your life, then you no longer are a victim. And in everything that you do, you can multiply, right? You have an ability to create. So the process of you creating involves you recognizing that you are a creator, right? First and foremost, in order for you to create consciously, right? Because you're creating automatically, whether you believe it or not, you're creating the negative and the positive experiences of your experience right here, right now. We are all creators. Yes, the creator gave us the same ability, powerful. Yes, sir. The creator is you. You are that creator. You are creating the experiences that you're attracting to you on a consistent basis. It's very simple. The reason why I like the You Were Born Rich seminar that comes from Bob Proctor is because he lays it out and it's very simple. It's like it's a scientific understanding. Like it's very, very simple. You know and understand. You have a mind. If we have an image of your mind, you have the conscious mind, you have a subconscious mind. You utilize the conscious mind and the subconscious mind to create effects inside of your body that inspire you to take actions in your life that warrant the results that you want to attract to you. It's a simple process. You understand me? But it's recognizing that you are a creator. So if you are a creator, then every single day, what you do every single day is actually creating a reality again for the next day. So the things that I did today are helping me to create the reality that I experience tomorrow. Because that's an idea, once again. We have an idea that there's a tomorrow. But at the end of the day, there's just now, there's just presence. When you are within the presence, you are conscious, you are aware, you are here. You are not there, you are here. Your objective is to be here, to be present, and to create. That's what I know my purpose is. So that's what I focus on a daily basis. Every single day, I have an ability to create something. Just like you have an ability to create something. You have an ability to create effects in your world and change the circumstances of your environment. You can change the circumstances and situations in which you engage with life on a consistent basis by taking responsibility for what you're going to do today and what you're going to do tomorrow. It starts with the process. When you understand this key, when you understand this understanding in life, if you move consciously towards what it is that you want, there's nothing that can stop you. You just have to focus on the process. The process is what creates the products of your life. To put into order the way that you create, you want to have a process. That's what I know I've gotten out of my experience the last 3 years of my life. I've become so conscious and aware of how I utilize a daily process, how I utilize my daily time and energy to move towards what it is that I want in life. And not only what it is that I want in life, it's what I can inspire others to also want in life. Like you can see me do something and you can know and understand it's possible for you too. Like you can see that I've changed and transformed my body literally over the last 3 months or so, right? You can see that if you pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Like the new IG, the old IG probably don't have no idea. You know what I'm saying? The process in which I've gone through, but literally the last 3 months, the last 90 days, I spent tapping in, changing and transforming myself. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I tell you that is because it's possible for you too. I don't care what size you are. I don't care how small you are, how big you are. I just don't care. There's just no reason why you cannot do what it is that you want to do with this life. Everything is possible. There is no limitations. The only limitation is the one that you accept in your mind. So what are you going to do from this point on, right? I'm going to wrap up here shortly. What are you going to do next? You get what I'm saying? Well, you have an opportunity to utilize this expression of life. And you can choose what you want to experience next. How do you do that? Well, you begin to play around with your own mind. You have a space. What blows me away sometimes is when I hear somebody talking about, such and such as, is crazy, right? You know, they have such and such, you know, diagnosis, and they are living this type of lifestyle, so on and so forth. What blows me away is the idea that, you know, you can, because of your lack of responsibility is the best way to say it. Because of your lack of responsibility, your mind can take advantage of you instead of you taking advantage of your mind. Let me say that again. Instead of you taking responsibility for your mind will take the responsibility for you. Like, that's how intelligent your mind is. Like, no one understands that. You have a subconscious mind that's running on automatic. Right now, my subconscious mind is at peace because I'm taking more control of my reality than I've ever done before. So I'm taking more responsibility, right, for the things in which I'm experiencing on a consistent basis. So I know for sure that I'm in direct correlation with the world in which I'm experiencing on a consistent basis. Like, every situation or circumstance that comes my way, good, bad, however it is I define it, it's all happening as a result of me. And that's a greater level of responsibility. So I think that's maybe the reason why a lot of people are uncomfortable, you get what I'm saying, taking on the responsibility of being a creator. But you got to know and understand that's your due diligence in this life. Your duty, your purpose. The reason why you feel like you don't have a purpose. Like, there was a point in time where I felt like I didn't have a purpose. That was because I was not creating. I wasn't doing anything. You got to do something to feel like you have a purpose. I know that sounds so simple, but it's just let's just come to reality real quick. Let's just know and understand your life is in your hands. You got to take responsibility for your life to know and understand what it is that you can do with your life. When you take on the responsibility, real family, Jake in the house, salute. Yes, sir. Living beast. You got to take responsibility and know and understand that you are creating the experiences in which you have every single day. So you take on that responsibility, you begin to move differently, and now you are more accountable for your daily process. The daily process in which you have is everything. I would not be doing what it is I'm doing, living at the frequency in which I'm living, right? Being able to not only live in a base, you know, but to inspire other men to also come from around the world, you know what I'm saying? And literally come tap in and live here in Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? Like, why here? Why here of all places? You get what I'm saying? Not only that, but I get the opportunity to create a program. I get an opportunity to you know, give and exchange with my world on a daily basis. Not only that, I'm every single day learning to create with whatever tools it is I find myself in front of. So it may be a iPad, it may be an iPhone, it may be an iMac, it may be a pen and a pad. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A note sheet that's in front of me. Whatever it is, I look for an opportunity to create because I understand the power of the process. So there's, once again, bringing it back to the roots of what I was talking about. There's power in your process. And when you know that there's power in your process, when you know you have a process and you are the creator of the products that are happening in your life, you can point to the process and look at the process of how you go from, there's a process of becoming an alcoholic, for example. There's a process of becoming a stripper, for example. There's a process of becoming a entrepreneur, for example. There's a process of becoming a successful homeowner. There's a process of becoming, you know, whoever it is that you want to become, whatever it is that you want to do in this life. There's a process that you have to point to that is the details. It's it's in the details. It's in the steps that lead you to success that happen in your daily process. They are within your process. And I wonder how many times I've said the word process on the stream. You get what I'm saying? I can say that literally because I know and understand that there is so much value in understanding that word, that when you understand that, once again, you understand the process of how I was going through the whole dialogue of, or dialect of, you know, how you understand the process of the mind. There's a conscious mind and a subconscious mind. You understand how to create with this conscious mind. You utilize the conscious thoughts and ideals. You choose which ones you want to emote about. Then you choose to emote about them. And then emoting, putting your energy in motion, you know what I'm saying, focusing on the feeling of, you know, having a fulfilled wish and desire already completed, doing that on a consistent basis will lead you to experiences that you cannot explain elsewhere. The feeling that I have when I come home to my base is a feeling that I was talking about for years. To come home to a space that's sacred, it's a sacred place of mine where I can smell the energy and feel the air, and I'm in tune with my environment. I am experiencing different experiences left and right that are testament to my power in this life. And I walk consciously in that power, knowing and understanding I have a responsibility to define my life every single moment by focusing on, okay, how am I creating this next moment? Like when I move from this moment, right, where I'm here talking and tapping in here on the master's table, if I was to put my conscious attention and energy towards moving forward into another dimension where the master's table is now being projected in front of the world, you get what I'm saying, when it comes to that level of exposure, right? Having 10 to 20 million people watching at one time, you understand me? And creating that level of impact. Like if there's certain words that I know I said today that would help to change and transform somebody's consciousness. And I can say that consciously, knowing that I've been doing the work of finding out, how can I utilize my own gifts in this life and begin to speak into other people's lives. Like that's my objective every single day, is to find a way to help you, essentially do what it is that I've been doing, which is, correcting my life by instilling a daily process. So my book, Purpose Over Pleasure, is more than anything, it's about the process that I use to create and change and transform the pain that I've experienced in my life, in my history, and so on and so forth. These different ideals that have been, sources of pain. As I say this right now, I know volume 2 is going to come, it's coming to fruition right now. So I'm speaking this, but it's been a process of how I utilize different points of pain in my history, and I've learned how to put them into a process, right? But the first volume, I really talked about the process. I talked about a lot about the process because I wanted to give solutions to people, right? I want you to have solutions of how to get out of the rut of your mind. I want you to have solutions of how to get out of the depression that you feel when you break up with your girl. You get what I'm saying? I wanted to give you solutions of how you can, begin to perceive life differently because of you taking responsibility for the way that you are perceiving life at this moment in time. Like I want you to be able to get out of the storyline that you are a victim. You are not a victim. You are a solutionary. You are an adversary to your own life. You are an avenger to your own life. You are a superhero of whatever sort you choose to be for your own life. But you got to show yourself this every single day. So I say all this, and I know that many people are not familiar with that consciousness or that thinking model. And knowing and understanding that, I can take responsibility and say that, regardless of where you are, I want you to know that you can change yourself. And the way that you change yourself is committing to something every single day. What I've done is I've committed every single day to not only going live every single day, but I've committed to every single day providing some kind of service. You get what I'm saying? Some kind of program, some kind of benefit, some kind of product for you to tap in with. And right now, the main source of that for me is the daily exercise body weight mastery program that I'm putting together and creating and transforming, men from all across the world. Now, there's other men who are also seeing and witnessing changes in themselves as a result of, this daily process and daily routine, right? So I take honor in saying that I have a program, to present to the whole world. If you want to tap in with me, you want to join, on the evolution, I work out every single day. I've been working out every single day for the last 4 months straight, right? And really before that, but, I'm just only counting the last 4 months. I said, let me just start over 4 months ago. And I decided to commit to doing it every single day. And so since I my commitment, I've been going at it every single day, have not missed a day. I was at the park the other day when a man came up to me. He's down there almost every single day. He's not there every day because I am there every day. But he came up and he was like, "Hey man," he was like, "What's going on, brother?" He was like, it's a older white man. He was always out there playing basketball and everything. And I love going. It's a local park, right? So it's a park that's nearby the base. And I love going there, every single day. It's part of the spiritual process for me. So when I went there, I go there every single day. I have my certain process, my certain ritual, that I do. When I arrive to certain environments, I always have some kind of process and ritual, so on and so forth. With him in that moment in time, though, I was getting ready to tap in with my routine. And, he was like, "Hey, man, it's good to see you." He was like, "Man," you miss any days out here?" And I was like, "Nah." Nah, I never miss. You know what I'm saying? I'm here every day. And that's been my truth for the last 4 months. So I say that to say that, anything and everything is possible. You can change and transform yourself on a daily basis. I watch myself do it. I watch other men do it, you know what I'm saying, kind of commit and you know what I'm saying, dedicate themselves to changing, transforming themselves. But I am the living testament. You get what I'm saying? I'm first and foremost to say that I know my shit works because I've changed myself. You can look at me literally 4 months ago, you can see a whole different version of myself. I was looking on my old Instagram and I was like, that's crazy. That was me. But now here I am, redefining my character, redefining myself on a daily basis, man. And I love this process. I love this life. I love the opportunity to come on here, be able to speak my truth. You get what I'm saying? Be able to share with the rest of the world, insights of what it is that I've gathered in my life so far. And really what, the importance is for you to really take responsibility. I really want you to know and understand. If there is nothing else that you get from me, you have to know the value of the process. Your daily process, your daily routine that prepares you for your day is everything. That's where you create and that's where you have your power from. So this is like, my hidden gem for the world would be this. Like, I really want you to know and understand that the process is everything. And the more that you understand that the process is everything, that's when you're going to get and know and understand what power it is that you've been given in this life. You've been given the power to create every single day. So how you go about creating every single day, that's the gift that you give back to life. You get what I'm saying? That's how you exchange and that's how you level up in life. Like constantly giving, constantly donating, constantly, putting your truth out into the world on a regular basis and knowing what it is that you can do when you commit yourself to doing that every single day. All right. What we do here at the Master's Table that makes us extremely unique is we have a meditation. All right. So I'm gonna get off of IG here. What makes us so unique here on the Master's Table is that we have a daily, but every single show, we have a process where we are, we take some time to go ahead and meditate, right? So I call it these meditative moments. And, it's my favorite piece, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to take about 5 minutes here, essentially just, recenter ourselves, prepare ourselves for the next moment, so on and so forth. And, essentially prepare yourself to enjoy your night process. Now there's a nighttime routine and so on and so forth. So there's just so many different elements that are available to you, but I want you to know and understand. It starts with you taking responsibility for your morning process, your morning routine, your morning, practices and rituals. And, even if it's just you wake up and you sing, you get what I'm saying? That's a process. That's something that prepares you. It's something that you love to do. Do something that you love to do. Maybe that's the best way to say it. Do something that you love to do before you do anything else. That's what I do every single day. Before I do anything else, I go wake up and I go work out, do my training. I love doing my training. Every day, I feel like I don't want to go out there, but then I get out there and I'm like, thank God I'm out here. Thank God I have another day, right? Another day to prove myself again. You know what I'm saying? To show up again for me. Like that's the value that we all have every single day. And you can do that whenever, in whatever field it is that you're in, whatever it is that you love to do. Do it every single day before you do anything else, before you go to work, before you know what I'm saying, interact with anybody else in the world. Just do what it is that you want to do. Put your attention and time and energy on doing what it is that you want to do before you do anything else. And watch what happens in your world. The meditative moment will be about 5 minutes here. You know what? We'll do 4 minutes because I want to end a little early here. Do some hashtags real quick. All right, cool. Three minutes for a meditative moment. All right, let's go ahead and tap in. So essentially, let's do a quick breathing session, and then we will enjoy our moments of peace and then transition into the rest of the night. So go ahead and close your eyes to your external world and fascinate yourself with the world that you have within you. The whole universe is within you. Whatever it is that's within you, breathe in through the nose. And once you get to the top, let it out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose. Allowing your body to relax, breathe out. One more time, breathe in. This time, hold it. And let it out. Enjoy the next few moments of peace, serenity, and sacredness, because this is a space inside yourself that nobody else has access to. Enjoy every moment. As you begin to wake yourself up to the external world again, slowly move your limbs, your arms, your toes, your fingers, hands, palms. And before you open your eyes, just take a moment to appreciate yourself for taking time in your day to invest in yourself and get better again. Congratulations to you for changing and transforming yourself on a consistent basis. And it's a pleasure and honor to be here with you, right here at the Master's Table. I go by the name Master Mycellf. Every single day, I'm live. Y'all can tap in on my personal channels, Master Mycellf. Myself is spelled Mycellf. Tap in with me every single day. I'm live on YouTube. I have a program that's, on YouTube. I go live every single day. It's called the Daily Warm Up, all right? So every single day, y'all can come tap in, essentially get, plugged in and get your momentum going for the day, right? I have a phrase that I say, it's not how you start, it's about how you finish, right? So, you start with the momentum in your day and then you finish the day properly because you started the day. You get what I'm saying? You consciously woke yourself up. You woke yourself up to life. You woke yourself up to the next moment. You woke yourself up, prepared yourself once again, for every single day. So if you need assistance, right, with preparing yourself for every single day, what I want you to do is first begin with tapping in with me the first 15 minutes. That's all you need to wake up. The first 15 minutes of your day, we're going to work on, you know what I'm saying, waking you up and so on and so forth. And then after that first 15 minutes, you can feel free to log off or so on and so forth. If you want to continue to tap in, you have to tap in with the program, the Daily Beast program that we have. All right. So salute to everybody, man. Definitely want to appreciate everybody for tapping in and, you know, leveling up with us. You know, it was a pleasure and honor to tap in once again. So, talk to y'all soon, man. This is the Master's Table. We're live every single Monday. So y'all feel free to tap in. Hit the link below to tap in with the Telegram group. All right. This is the one and only Master Mycellf tapping up from IMC Nation. Be the best and fuck the rest. Knowledge of self is knowledge of wealth.